finale. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Smith.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49ers' 15-yard
Now it's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40, and he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Purdy on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Head coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 50, it's Smith. Smith and Jigbo holding it in on the out route. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Play action. It's Smith. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And Walker has it. And he'll go down at the 28. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Purdy. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Smith now to throw. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 6.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing here, Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Shotgun now with Purdy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 10-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
they deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And some room to maneuver. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This 2nd and 4. Purdy from the gun. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool. and let your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Third down and 13. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's starting to look like it won't be.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war.